I'm about to move into an apartment I don't know if I can afford, but I'm tired of renting rooms off Facebook Marketplace and dealing with these crusty crabs. And I just need peace and quiet. But I guess I'm just going to be having panic attacks for the next 28 days because I still have to come up with $2,000 without internet or furniture or a damn pot or a pan. But you know what? You got to start somewhere. So I just told myself, just get that apartment. Just get it. You want it. You want it. You've been wanting it for a long time. This one is very perfect. It's all you've ever wanted. And get it and get the 2-bedroom because they were running a holiday special. And I did. But I'm having major anxiety because a large payment is due in 14 days. Thank you.
Already not a good sign. 14 days before you're moving in, and you're already stressed out about coming up with $2,000. That does not bode well for your tenure there at that place. Number two, she said that she really wanted this place. It was perfect. She always wanted it. I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but I mean, if this apartment is above your means, or you're going to be struggling to pay for it every month, or you're to the point where you can't do any type of extracurriculars because all your money is going to rent, that might not be the best idea. I know she mentioned the 2 bedroom. Not sure if she has children or, you know, necessarily needs a 2 bedroom. She said she got it because they ran a holiday special. Maybe she get a 1 bedroom or a studio to try to bring that cost down because this is already starting off very bad when you're on pins and needles about paying $2,000 and you haven't even moved in yet.
If you want cheap rent without getting a roommate, there's only two options available. So for your first option, if you want a cheap apartment, is you have to move to far, far away land. You have to move to a small ass town where everybody goes to Walmart for fun. There's nothing to do and you'll be bored as hell, but your rent will be $35 a month. Your second option, if you want cheap rent, is your roommate is probably going to be rats and roaches. Your car's going to get broken into. You're probably going to get shot. But at least your city's a lot of fun and there's a lot of things to do in your city. And this is why I think renting is such a very unfair concept. I have a friend who's paying $2,500 a month for a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom apartment in Miami, Florida. Then I have another friend who's paying $800 for a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom apartment in a small town in South Carolina.
I mean, you really can't compare the two. I mean, 2,500 for a 2 and 2 in Miami, Florida is actually relatively reasonable. Can't compare Miami, Florida to some, town in the middle of nowhere. I mean, the thing with real estate, it's all about location, 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 and I mean that's what you pay for.
Both apartments are pretty much the same size. The only difference is location. I think it should be illegal for rent to be over $2,000 a month. You could be paying $2,000 a month for your apartment, and your next door neighbor, same model, same everything, could be paying $1,800 for the same model apartment as you. Or they could be paying more than you. When you renew your lease, it could go up by $9 or $900. And then you're paying $2,000 a month, but you will never own your apartment. You will never own it. I feel like rent should be like a fixed amount across the board. A 1 bedroom apartment anywhere in the United States should be like $800. A 2 bedroom apartment should be like $900. Life is unfair, but renting is 10 times unfairer.
I'm telling you right now, if 1 bedrooms across the country were 800 and 2 bedrooms across the country were 900, um, you you wouldn't be happy where you're living at. The one thing about rent, cheap rent, it attracts not the best tenants all the time. You usually have people who don't know have any respect for others' time. They think they could play music, have parties, all types of things at any time of the day. They don't have respect for people who have to go out, wake up early, and go to work. That's just not to say that people whose rent is more expensive don't do those things, but it just seems to be more prevalent where you have people um, in situations where the rent is very cheap.
I'm a teacher and I can barely afford to pay rent with my salary. My salary bi-weekly is basically my rent minus $500. Guess how much my car is? $400. Guess how much insurance is? $100. Oh, yeah, that's right. You do the math. I'm left with owing money at the end of the month. That's not even with groceries. Holy sh- That's not even with groceries. I realize every single month I am transferring money out of savings into my checking, and I am not. Just had the realization in the car that I'm actually going to go into debt if I continue being a teacher. Like, genuinely.
So you telling me it just hit her in the middle of a TikTok video that um, she can't sustain like this? I mean, number one, if the rent is taking up that much of your salary, I mean, you're gonna have to move. I mean, I don't know where she's living at, but you're going to have to either downsize or you're going to have to get a roommate. I mean, whether you like it or not, or try to find a teaching job that's paying more. Secondly, if your, budget is that tight, you can't have a car note. You have to have a car that you could pay for in cash. So then you can drop that insurance down because maybe you could get some type of limited liability. You have to find a way to either, number one, reduce some of the bills that she has, or get a better paying job.
Genuinely. Wow. Oh, I'm like literally having a crisis right now. I'm gonna have a panic attack right now. I can't do this. I literally cannot do this. Knowing every single month that most of my money is literally like, I don't have money. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna pay off my credit card this month. I don't know. All right. Well, rats, peace and blessings. And I hope you can afford your rent today and groceries and your car and insurance and life. Bye.
And she came to all that realization on TikTok. All right.
These rent prices are unbelievable, bro. What? We've literally spent weeks upon weeks, days upon days, touring, looking at different places, and they done lost their mind, bro. Like, what have we came to as a society for rent to be $2,000 plus for a one-bedroom apartment? Like, what are we talking about? And the square footage is under 1,000. Like, I don't understand what's going on.
I mean, sometimes it's not even 1,000, brother. You talking about, especially if it's new construction and they consider it luxury. I mean, one bedroom, one bath, you may be getting 650, 700 square feet if you're lucky.
I mean, I know why the prices are high, but it's just like, it doesn't make sense, like just a basic cost of living, like just a place to sleep. You're talking about $2,000 for a one bedroom. I mean, I've seen a two bedroom go for $3,000. We got to figure something out as a country, as a whole, as a unit, whatever, bro. Like, this doesn't make sense. And they wonder why people are not having kids right now, bro. Like, it's expensive to just feed yourself. It's expensive to just breathe and just to be alive. It's very expensive, bro. But dang, I ain't never seen no prices this high. Like, before COVID, I mean, you can get a two bedroom for, a good price, way more affordable than what it is now. So I'm interested to see how things are going to, develop as this new administration get in office.
It's definitely spooky times. And it seems like every time you turn around, when I drive around my city, they're building new apartment buildings on every single corner. And it's like they don't even care if these places stay vacant. It must be some type of tax loophole or finesse that these builders have access to, because it's like you would think if all these units going for 2,000, 2,500, if they couldn't rent them, that would, supply and demand, that would bring the price down. But no, they're completely content with these units just being vacant.
My apartment in June 2023, I was paying $1,790 in rent. I just got notified that March 1st, my rent will be increasing to $2,023. And before everyone gets in the comments and says, you're doing this, you're making your choices. Okay, first of all, fuck you. I have a 2-bedroom apartment because I have a 1.5-year-old son, and I got this apartment because I researched every apartment
within a 30-mile radius of where my dad lives, because my dad lives with my nephew. I'm the legal guardian of my nephew, and I need to be able to have quick, close access to my nephew. I take him to appointments, I pick him up from school, etc. What's shitty is that this is the market rate. So this is pretty standard if you want a 2-bedroom apartment. And mine's nice because it's new, but it's not fancy. It was made really, like everything's plastic and falling apart. And it, for all intents and purposes, it's not a quality apartment. It's safe. I love living here, and that's why I'm living here. But I was talking to my landlord, and I was like, listen, I know this isn't your fault. I know you're not setting the prices of these, but what the fuck? This is not like a sustainable, like, how the fuck is anyone supposed to, like, maintain their tenancy? I said, should I expect another huge rent increase? And he's like, yeah, in September, there's going to be another like $80 to $120 rent increase. And I'm like, so let me get this fucking straight. I had to pay $5,500 to just get into this fucking apartment. I could live in a 1-bedroom. I don't want to because I just figured out crib training with my son. I pay electric and I pay fucking gas, which is another, you know, 100 to 120 a month, like on top of that. I hate.
A common theme I'm noticing with some of these individuals is their wants are a lot higher than their budgets. Again, if you can't afford a 2-bedroom and you don't necessarily need it, you got to get the 1-bedroom. You got to do what's smart. If you're complaining about the rent of a 2-bedroom being so high and the landlord's already telling you the rent's going to be going up another $80 to $100, why not get the 1-bedroom and probably save yourself $300, $400, $500 a month? It's probably going to be a little smaller, so you're spending less on utilities. We got to make smart decisions. I mean, I understand you know you want it nice. You know, you had one girl mention it was the perfect apartment, her dream apartment. But if you don't have the funds for it and you're putting yourself in a situation where every month you're stressed out about the rent, it's just not worth it. But let me know how you feel about these high prices in rent in 2025. Also, let me know how much you're paying per month in your city in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.